So we get back underway. We're going to get underway in chucker number 1. The ball's down the tunnel. Here it is, the play-off for 3rd and 4th, and it's going to be a UK carry first through the racket to Rachel Duig now. Duig, she just sits up. Got plenty of work to do. You've got to get a pass across here to a number 1 in Charlotte Pikett. Pikett marked up out there by the number 3 for Australia, that lady there, Lauren Cairn. Now Charlotte Pikett looking to open the first goal for this finals day on Sunday. 2015 now. Pikett, she just works around. She wants to make sure this one goes directly between the uprights now. Lauren Cairn doing a great job in the number 3 shirt. Pikett just works out deep into that nasty Devil's corner, but she's going to have to get away from it now. Pikett just stands off her. Lauren Cairn. Pikett looks like the overhand could be on the cards. There it is, goal number 1.
Oh, the first goal of the first chucker for the 3rd and 4th playoff. Going in favour of the UK side. This is a big game, ladies and gentlemen. Early in the morning, spectators, I expect to see you getting revved up. Right, they line up on the commentary side of the field. The ball goes in and sails to the back of the line. And who's going to be at first? It looks like Lauren Cairn. Lauren Cairn, the number 3 for Australia. She fumbles on the first attempt, gathers on the 3rd attempt. Puts in a big left turn, into a bit of open real estate. She gets 2 UK players honing down on her. That's the number 2 Kerry Bean for the UK side. She's got to get past Charlotte Pikett, trying to link up with Lizzie Lister in the box. Take a bit of timber there from Charlotte Pikett. Horse goes down, but she managed to recover. The ball pass goes through to Lizzie Lister. Lizzie Lister with the ball now. Lizzie Lister, she's got to get past Rachel Duig. Rachel Duig just blocking off the goal mouth there. Lizzie Lister looking for the underhand option. She shoots the underhand shot at goal. That's goal number 1 for the Australians. 1 goal each.
So we'll get that shirt to the rightful owner at the end of this chucker. But for now, we'll let the suspense build as this final starts to build. It's 1 goal apiece. 1 goal apiece. Chucker number 1. Ball's in. It's going to be picked up by an Australian number 3 and Lauren Cairn. She comes up the quarterway, flicks a pass over the top there, taken nicely now. Lizzie Lister, the Western Australian lady on the grey pony, hard pressed up there, deep out in the corner. B goes around the front. She's going to be marked up there by Rachel Duig. Now she just sits up, works the pony across the face of the post. It's 1 goal apiece. Chucker number 1 now. It's Lizzie Lister, ducks under a backhander from Duig. Goal number 2. 2 plays 1. Chucker number 1.
Right, I'm expecting a close battle here. It's the Ashes again. The Ashes day 2, I would say. These 2 teams played each other early on, or last week, should I say. And now they come into battle for the 3rd and 4th playoff. Right, the umpire calls him in, the ball goes in and sails to the back of the line. And who's going to be out at first? It looks like it's still rolling on the ground. And Kerry Bean, the number 2 for the UK side. She has the she can't gather it. She takes a bit of timber there from Lizzie Lister. Kerry Bean eventually comes up with it, trying to link up with the number 1 in Charlotte Park. The pass through to Rachel Duig. Duig with the ball. The ball now, charging upfield, trying to link up with the number 1 in Charlotte Park. The pass through to Pikett. Pikett shoots the underhand shot at goal. Goal number 2 for the UK side. 2 goals each in chucker number 1.
Don't forget also, ladies and gentlemen, to get your raffle tickets and your programs. In the Richley gazebo here at the corner of the marquee. So come and get your final chance to get those raffle tickets and programs. Hello, hello, hello. Testing back underway. Balls in. Hello. Is that working? It's going to be in the racket here, the number 2, Kerry Bean. She gets another carry out of the middle, but looks up. Here's the green and gold defence now. She just works around. Got to get the pass in there to Pikett. Test, back underway. The pass across to Sharka Pilot. Must be Sunday morning. Sharket Pilot. Charlotte Pikett, the number 1 there for the UK. Fires number 3 home. 3 plays 2, chucker number 1. As we come back on channel, they come back the near side of the field. Ball's in. It's going to be picked up here. Yes, maybe right. Just out of arm's reach for Pikett. Kerry Bean comes in with another carry. The 2 flicks across to the 3 and rules there right at the scene. Rachel Dewey gives a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 for good luck. She's done well to hold on to it now. This lady in Rachel Dewey across to Pikett. Charlotte Pikett, the right-hand wheel away. Now she's going to be marked up once again by Lauren Cand. Tail stages, chucker number 1. It's replays 2. In front by 1, the UK now. Charlotte Pikett, she just works a pony around, taking her time. Hooky, hooky, hooky. And it's going to hook in the end of the racket and waved away. So nice defence there by the Aussies. 2-3, chucker number 1. Restarting play, this lady, Lauren Camp, puts a little one out to herself. It sits up nicely. Yes, no, maybe so. Has 1, 2, 3 goes at it. The ponies kick it back. I'll give you one guess who's there to pick it up. Kerry Bean picks it up again now. She's having a great chucker in the number 2 shirt. Bean now, once again, Deja Vu. She flicks across to Dewig. Dewig up the quarterway. The pass for Pikett. It's a bit far out in front. Racing time and racing that lady there in Lauren Camp. They might be beaten by them all the sideline. And there you have chucker number 1, ladies and gentlemen. 3 plays 2, chucker number 1.
Signals time on for the first men's chucker. He plays a nice one to himself. He's got Danny Duig there. Danny Duig trying to turn over a bit of ball there. Will Weston in control, looking for an opening. Opens up his pony, looking for a gap upfield. Ducks and dives, goes hard left, puts the pass through to Abbott Grills. Abbott Grills with the ball now, charging upfield. He's got a host of UK players coming on to him, and Joel Six puts in a bit of timber. Abbott Grills evades the trouble and heads upfield. Looking for a passage to play upfield, driving his pony forward. Now he's just got Jason Webb to contend with. Over the 30-yard line he goes. Has a look at the upright, shoots the underhand shot at goal. Abbott Grills putting in goal number 3 for the Australian side. Quick and easy, says Abbott Grills.
Yes, nice, calm, collected Polocrosse there by Grills. Just chipped and chopped all the way downfield. Duck past Webby on the left side and fired number 3 home. The equaliser. So make some noise, spectators. This is the biggest game these guys will play in the World Cup today. Oh. Abbott Grills gets one up the front now. Grills, he plucks it. The Eagle Eye, the number 1 for Australia. 3 goals apiece. Chucker number 2. Downfield he goes now. Grills ducks under a late bit of stick there from the man Joel Six. Now he puts it down. It's Abbott Grills. Grills ducks. Look at the footwork of the horses out here. I'm too used to saying the Australian stock horse, Wayne. But the footwork of the South African ponies out here, and kindly donated by everyone who's organised these ponies to make this World Cup what it can be. It's 3 goals apiece. Chucker number 2, a left, a right. Now he goes down. Grills make it goal number 4.
Yes, Harry. Well, maybe the next World Cup South Africa has. Every player will be riding a horse with a bit of stock horse in it, with the Ranger stallion imported from Australia, owned by the Van Wyks, and the Bundy one owned by Peter Choice and Tony Higgs. Anyway, the ball goes in, sails out to the back of the line. It looks like Will Weston with the ball now. Will Weston with the ball, sends a long pass through to Grills. Grills over the 30-yard line. He goes, he snaps, he traps, he shoots the underhand shot at Grills. Goals.
And there you see it if you go to page 101 of Polocrosse. The textbook goal there. Well, the Australian textbook goal anyway, picked up out the back by the number 3, guarded down, passed across to the 1, and you see Weston, he also picked up Jason Webb on his travels to make Abbott Grills' job just a little bit easier. So as you pay close attention to these games, you see the true excellence of these world-class players. Looks like we'll just have a break in play, so we're still waiting on Gideon to come and claim his prize. However, I don't know if it'll fit him. So it's an extra small, this man here. So well done. So don't forget, if you want some of those shirts, ladies and gentlemen, they're a nice bit of memorabilia from the Polocrosse World Cup. They're at the tail of the commentary box here. They're played at Shonkwini. And also any other trade sites who want to get involved. Come and see us and we can do our best for you. Now, Webby gets one back on his arch rival. There, Will Weston now downfield he goes. He's got to get a pass into his number one in Abbott Grills. Oh, lovely bit of work there from Collins, but look at this man go. Jason Webb. Webb flicks across to Dewig. Dewig now, he sits on the 30-yard line. He jumps away. It's a terrible bounce for him, and it's in favour of that man Weston. Weston across to Grills. Grills rides into the police force. The blue and red lights all around him. Now he gets a bit of free rein up the far side of the field. This is Abbott Grills. Now, the vice captain for the Australians, he just sits up. Now, look at him. He's got them all in front of him. That's where you want to be when you're carting the ball down. He downs it. He traps it. A beautiful goal. 6 plays 3.
Right, 6 goals to 3 in favour of Australia. Bit of turnover ball there from Will Weston. Right, they line up on the marquee side of the field. The ball goes in. It sails out the back of the line. And who's it? It's Jason Webb. Big whistle there from umpire Tony O'Donnell from Ireland, who filled in for the Irish team yesterday. Right. The ball goes in and sails out to the back of the line, and Webb with it in his racket, and the ball goes to ground. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like Dewig. Danny Dewig has the diggity, he can't gather, and Joel Six is going to clean up. He tries to follow it back into field, and it looks like it rolls over the sideline. No one able to take control of the ball there, so it looks like umpire Tony O'Donnell on the far side will line up the 2 players. Deep in the English goal-scoring territory. The ball goes in and sails out the back, and it's that man Weston. Will Weston with the ball now. Will Weston looking to link up with Grills. Grills makes a half break. Will Weston takes it up himself over the 30-yard line. He goes, he charges upfield, looking to link up with Abbott Grills. Abbott Grills finds a bit of a gap there. He's getting hard marked by Jason Webb. The pass through to Grills. Grills over the 30-yard line. He goes, he shoots it. Shoots the underhand shot at goal. Goal number 7 for the Australians. 7 goals to 3 in the second chukka.
Well, Wayne, you say shoots the underhand shot at goal there for Abbott Grills. I don't think in this World Cup campaign, and probably the next one, you'll see him throw an overhand. The Australians very dominant in the underhand goal, and working a treat out here for Abbott Grills. So Jason Webb and Will Weston grew up playing Polocrosse together, probably played in a couple of junior sides together, but now it's flicked out there by Weston, and Grills hits it. He's well, he is human. He's verified that he's human by missing that one. Now, it's in the racket of this man here, Denny Dewig. He just checks up. Here comes the chase from the Australians in Collins and Grills, but Grills there to meet him. Webb tries to do a job on Weston, but once he gets over the 30-yard line, you can't do much from there. Dewig downs it. A beautiful goal. Yes. So again, probably some spectators here, Wayne, are unsure of the rules. Only 2 players allowed into the goal-scoring area. Of course, the attacking player to shoot the goal, and the opposing 3, the defending player, to obviously defend the goals. The ball can only be passed or bounced over that line. And we'll give you a few more rules as the day plays out. They come back to the near side of the field, Wayne.
Right, another whistle there. The umpire's spotting a bit of a discrepancy in the line-out. They link up for a board meeting on the marquee side. Ball handed over to Abbott Grills, the Australian number 1. Right. Abbott Grills plays one deep into the midfield. Collects it up beautifully. Now he's got to get past that man, Jason Webb. Over the 30-yard line he goes. He takes a bit of timber there from Webb. Shoots in the underhand shot at goal, and the goal wave was signal a no goal. And that's the end of the men's chukka. All right, 4 minutes. 4 minutes is almost up, so play will get underway. So, just giving the ponies the appropriate time to have a rest. We're in no rush today, so they will rather take it easy on the horses. They line up on the sugarcane side of the field, and looks like umpire Tony O'Donnell's not happy and sends them all back packing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, after this game, we've got a bit of a break, and then at 2 o'clock, we'll have the final game of this Polocrosse World Cup, South Africa versus Zambia. And I've got to be careful how I use that name these days. You say anything with a Z, and the Zambian crowd goes crazy. Well, I hope when the word South Africa comes up, the whole stadium, the whole Shongweni ground starts to erupt as well. But anyway, I'll let you get in the mood. Anyway, the ball goes out the back of the line. And who's going to be on to versus? Lauren Can. Lauren Can with the ball now, looking to link up with Jane Cooper. The pass through to Cooper. They don't link up. The ball goes to ground and it looks like it rolls over the sideline. Right, the ball's been handed over to Debbie Harris, the number 3 for the UK team. She has pointed out a spot. She plays an Arsenal neat onto herself. It's Debbie Harris with the ball now. Now she's got to get past the captain of the Australian team and Jane Cooper. Cooper just shepherding her, trying to keep her in field. Debbie Harris over the 30-yard line. She goes, she charges upfield, trying to link up with Rachel Duke. Rachel Duke getting a hard mark there by Lauren Can. Debbie Harris sits on the anchors, puts in a big left turn and works away into a bit of open space. Rachel Duke just getting shepherded into the right-hand side of the field. Debbie Harris trying to keep away from 2 Australian defending players. Oof. Doing a bit of a U-turn there. Rachel Duke trying to get herself into a bit of open space. Debbie Harris with the ball now. The flick through to Rachel Duke. They don't link up on the first attempt. The ball goes to ground, and who comes up with it? It's Lauren Kent. Lauren Kent, the number 3 for the Australians. Lauren Kent with the ball now. Waiting for an opportune moment to exit the box. Lauren Kent puts the pass through to Jane Cooper. Jane Cooper with the ball now. Jane Cooper avoids a bit of timber there from Kerry Bean. Jane Cooper just taking her time, finds a bit of space, drives her pony forward. The 2 UK players come and they lay down the wood. She takes more hits than a blackjack table. Puts in a big right turn, evades a bit of trouble there. Jane Cooper over the 30-yard line she goes. She can't get the bounce in the first attempt. She managed to get in the second attempt. Gets into a bit of open space. And umpire says play on. Looking more confused than a chameleon in a box of Smarties. Jane Cooper now with the ball. Jane Cooper just working the 30-yard area. Jane Cooper finds a bit of a gap, shoots the underhand shot at goal. Puts in the first goal of this chuck-out, makes it 8-4. For the difference, Australia in the lead.
Thanks, Wayne. And we nearly see Wayne Poppins up here as the wind picks up. He almost took flight over Shongweni, hanging off the umbrella. But we have a bit of time off out here with the another board meeting. And looks like the ponies are just going to be treated there. And of course, the protection and the safety of these ponies that have been kindly donated is very important. So now we can go, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. It's still very close out here. 8 plays 4. Chucker number 3. Balls down the tunnel. It's out the back. First one to Basia. A beautiful display of the threes experience. And this young lady, Lauren Kent, does it better this time. Now, Lauren Kent, she just sets up. Nice, calm, collected Polocrosse here. She says, we'll just wait. We've got plenty of time to make our way down. But she slips away. Kerry Bean trying to get to her and doing a good job at it now. Lauren Kent just trotting along. Look at the barrel arena out the horse out here. Now she goes away. Lucy Grills lends her a helping hand. Now, where's she going? Lauren Can around downtown. Now it come out. Jane Cooper says, oh, collect the express mail myself today. Cooper now. Jane Cooper, the skipper. Starting to tire these ponies and players, I'd say. They're making every effort to get there. And the timber, the ball's gone skyward. Touched by an angel, that ball, Wayne. So Jane Cooper, the skipper, to restart play. 8 plays 4. She puts a little one out. Oh, it's an awkward bounce, but it's picked up there. Cooper, Jane Cooper now. She just sits up. She got plenty of work to do in this solid defence. A captain on captain out here, I think it is. Yes, Debbie Harris. So the two captains do battle. Now she works back across the face of the post. Jane Cooper, Debbie Harris, the number 3 for the UK. Now a right-hander, a left-hander. She's pushing every button, hoping for success. She says, well, when in doubt, throw it between the goalposts. And there goes goal number 9 for Australia. 9 plays 4, chucker number 3.
Right, the Australians take a 5-goal lead. Late in the third chucker. They'll line up on the far side of the field. Umpire Tony O'Donnell to throw the ball in. He looks for an equal line out before he puts the ball in. See a few hand gestures from him on that side, and right, the ball goes in. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like it's knocked over, and Rachel Duke's going to be the first to come up with it. Rachel Duke over the 30-yard line she goes. She can't gather the bounce on the first attempt, and looks like it's rolling. She's flirting with the sideline. Plays it back into the field. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like it goes over the other line, the back line there. So it's Lauren Kant's ball now. Lauren Kant, the Australian number 3. She gets pointed out a spot there by umpire Tony O'Donnell, all the way from Ireland. Lauren Kant plays nice little neat one to herself. She gathers it collectively. She's got Rachel Duke hard marking there. Just trying to keep her in a goal scoring area. Lauren Kant putting in a swiftly little turn there. Waiting for an opening. Jane Cooper makes a bit of a break in the midfield. Lauren Kant over the 30-yard line she goes. Avoids the stick swing of Rachel Duke. Gets caught up there by Kerry Bean, the number 2 for the UK side. Takes a bit of timber. Riding a pony forward. Lauren Kant offloads to Jane Cooper, the number 1 and 3 link up. Kerry Bean coming into contention, laying all sorts of wood onto the number 1 for Australia and Jane Cooper. Rachel Duke comes into contention, and there's a whole heap of stick swinging. The umpires blow their whistle, and
there's Wayne, more sticks in there than a box of matches. As ball's gone skyward, and it's going to be awarded to the UK. Through the racket of Charlotte Pikett. A couple more shout-outs on the Twitter feed. Caitlin Greenwood listening in Australia, and Charlie from the UK eating breakfast as well, Wayne. So thank you for tuning in. But this lady is Rachel Duig. She was racing against the timber from Grills, but beaten by the bell, you'd say, as we tie off chucker number 3.
Anyway, it looks like Jimmy Grills is on the field, Harry. Jimmy Grills, number 2 for Australia. Right, the ball goes in, and it looks like it's cruises straight back out over the sideline, so umpire Tony O'Donnell will reline them up. Trent Collins coming into the mix also for the Australians. The ball goes in, it sails out the back of the line, and who's going to be at first? It's that man, Trent Collins. Trent Collins, the number 3 for the Australians with the ball now. Puts the long pass through to Jimmy. Jimmy, the number 1 for the Australians. Sorry about that, as him and his cousins look very much the same, and Jimmy Grills back onto the park since Friday, and he puts in goal number 10 for the Australian side.
Well, I can assure you he wasn't seeing straight when he hit the deck out here on Friday afternoon, but the acute angle goal there by Grills, he's certainly seeing things out here. Ball in underway, it's on the ground. Grills has got an eye for it, this man. Jim Grills leans right out of the saddle. He picks it up. Abbott Grills says we'll do the 1-2. So across to the 2, back to the 1, and there goes goal number 11. A lovely bit of work there, and these two gentlemen living and playing and sometimes working together in Holbrook in Australia. So you see their strong connection on the Polocrosse field, and we make a scoreline 11 plays 4.
11 goals to 4 in the 4th chucker. Right, let's hear some support for the UK. Come on, it's 3rd and 4th playoffs. I saw them setting up their banners up this morning. UK, let's make some noise for your players out there. The ball goes in, it sails out to the back of the line. It looks like Trent Collins is going to be the first one. Otto, Trent Collins with the ball now, trying to link up with Jimmy Grills. Jimmy Grills make his way upfield. Both the players sitting on the anchors. The pass through to Jimmy Grills. Oh, great take there by Jimmy Grills. Jimmy Grills with the ball now. Takes a bit of timber there from Jason Webb. He opens up his pony, shoots the underhand shot at goal, and straight through the post it goes. In the meantime, Abbott Grills unfortunately having a little bit of a dismount. He looks alright, and Joel Six coming to give him a hand while the pony jogged off. So Abbott Grill's back on his pony. Right, a big 12 goals to 4. The ball goes in. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like Jason Webb, and big whistle there from umpire Tony O'Donnell. I can identify the horse. Tony's on it's Ringo, if I'm not mistaken, owned by Scott Hanlon, who's somewhere on the sideline. Jason Webb with the ball now, the number 3 for the UK side. He opens up his pony, trying to link up with the number 1, and Max Pedley, the pass through to Pedley. Pedley puts in the underhand shot at goal. 5 goals to 12. 5 goals to 12 in the 4th chukka. This in favour of Australia. Right, they line up on the far side of the field. The ball goes in. And it's Abbott Grills with the ball now, but a big umpire's whistle there.
So the umpire, Tony O'Donnell, not quite happy with the ones up the front of the lineup. So get away 10 yards. The umpire's instructions. So when a penalty's awarded, some of those unsure of the rules, the player gets a free throw, and it's got to go 10 yards, and they have first attempt at picking it up, or first call on the ball, we say. Jason Webb down the far sideline, and the quick flick over the top to the youngest player here at the World Cup, Max Pedley. And the UK on the comeback trail. So make some noise for the UK supporters. Pick them up. This is the 3rd playoff out here. Make some noise, clap those hands and rattle those cans, as a good Australian commentator would say. They come back now, the near side of the field, umpire waiting. Away he goes. Grill's got a racket to it. It's on the ground. They've all got eye for it. They form the Texas snake killing on top of it. It's picked up by Jason Webb. Webb goes down the far sideline. There's Pedley, the round the corner pass. Pedley, he thought about the angle shot. He had a bit too much pace on. He was pumping the brake pedal, but back he goes. He's first to it now. Pedley, he'll be marked up there by Trent Collins. Jumps away from him. Pedley for goal number 7. He's doing the hard yards to pump this crowd up the UK side. So give them the feedback they deserve out here, these players. Get behind them, support them. This is their last game for the World Cup 2015 campaign, and a lot of effort and time put into it. So be sure to get behind them. They go back now, the far side of the field over there. I think he's the Irish representative umpire, Tony O'Donnell. We nearly have to be with a name like that. Now waiting. Away he goes, and this time it gets the better of the 3s, and out the back it goes. Collins picks it up. He's got to get Grills out in front. They put the pace on. Collins to Grills. Grills around the front of the pony's nose to make goal number 13. 13 plays 7, chukka number 4.
Right. The umpire to throw in the marquee side. 13 goals to 7 in favour of Australia. Things haven't even got underway yet, and UK Max Pedley with the ball. Right, Max Pedley with the ball now. Plays one towards the Australian goal scoring area, trying to get himself into a bit of space. Jimmy Grill's coming into contention. Max Pedley just trying to evade the trouble there. He works his way into a bit of open space, opens up his pony, driving hard down the field. He's got Trent Collins caught up there by his number 3 and Jason Webb. Pedley goes over the 30-yard line. He snaps, he traps, he shoots the underhand shot at goal. Eight goals to 13 in favour of Australia. Only 5 goals the difference. UK making a bit of a climb back out of the dungeon. And that's the end of the chukka. Right, the umpire puts in the ball. Who's going to be on it first? Lauren Kent. Flirting with it there, and the ball goes to ground. And who's going to come up with it? It's Lauren Kent. Lauren Kent. The ball gets dislodged there by a big knock there from Davy Harris. The ball's on the ground. They're all scrummaging it now. It's something Yanni Duplessis could learn from these players there. Right, Lauren Kent, ball and racket. Looks like she offloads to her number 1 and skipper, Jane Cooper. And the umpires are trotting upfield to the Australian goal-scoring area. So I'm presuming it'll be a penalty throw for the Australians on the 30-yard line. Debbie Harrison wait to defend, try and defend this goal. Jane Cooper puts one onto a non-stick side. She gathers up collectively. Now she's got to get past Debbie Harris, the number 3 for the UK side. Riding that horse, Dancer, owned by Paddy O'Sullivan. Jane Cooper ducking and diving, looking for an opening. Jane Cooper riding the white horse of Kaylee Higgs, if I'm not mistaken. Drives around the front of Debbie Harris, shoots the underhand shot at goal, and the goal waiver signal, no goal. So Debbie Harris's ball now. The opposition, UK number 3, will have a free throw from the 30-yard line heading into the midfield area. For those who are not have never seen the game of Polocrosse, the number 3 and 1 have to bounce over that line to enter or exit that area. Just to clear that up. Vicky Borland. Go UK, shout out to Pat Chappell and Richard Chappell, hashtag Polocrosse WC. We'll keep these, reading the support from all over the world. Managers meeting at the container at 12 o'clock with Ashley Shaw. So all the managers at the container at 12 o'clock, don't be late. We'll see if we can get some free merchandise from some of the stores, and then maybe we can give those as giveaways. Try and drum up the atmosphere here. But anyway, back to the action. Debbie Harris with the ball now. She plays one on a non-stick side. She charges upfield. She's got Jane Cooper in the hunt. Jane Cooper putting in a bit of timber. Debbie Harris puts in the big left turn and gets out of trouble. Debbie Harris working way downfield. She links up with Charlotte Parker riding that horse. Oops. Ball goes to ground and it goes over the back line.
You draw breath, Wayne, as we get into the tail stages or the early stages. Chucker number 5, 13 plays 8. Chucker number 5. And this lady, Lauren Cantor, restart play, puts a little one out and takes it in on the offside. The wind's starting to pick up here at Chongweni, but not phasing the players or the ponies out here. So this lady, Lauren Cantor, just waiting. Got to get into centre field. It's 5 goals in front to to Australia. 13 plays 8. This lady, Charlotte Piker, she gets it back now. And turns inside out to get out of trouble now. Piker, she comes up the quarterway, fires a bounce down. Now, Charlotte Piker looking to bring it back within 4 goals. The right-hand turn, the high one over the top. And there goes goal number 9. 9 plays 13, Chucker number 5. So make some noise to UK. They're on the comeback trail. They've got a bit of work to do yet. It's 13 plays 9, Chucker number 5. And a few people putting up some posts. Congratulations to the sound guys here and all the tech people who've organised it so that they can tune in from around the world. Also, Ross and Heather Barr congratulating the sound team as well. Now, ball's in, down the tunnel. It's out the back. Beautiful offside pick up there by Lauren Cant. Now, she makes her way downfield. She's got to get a pass across to Cooper. Cooper, away she goes. Now, Jane Cooper fires it in. Back underway, this lady, Debbie Harris, gets the carry out from centre field. Downfield she goes now. Harris got to get a pass across here to a number 1 in Charlotte Pikett. So a turnaround here. A nice work by Debbie Harris. A pass across. Pikett on the offside, drags it in. Lovely work now. The blue and white and the red, the UK shirts out here, electrifying stuff. It's Charlotte Pikett. She's got to put number 10 between the sticks here. Chucker number 5. She's marked up here by Lauren Kent. She lets it go. And there's number 10. They bring it back within 3, the UK side.
Yes, we're seeing a late surge here from the UK side, letting things slip in the second chucker, but it 3 the difference from a 7-goal difference early on in the game. So let's see what the next 3 chuckers will have in store for us. I'm expecting a close one. And it's 3rd and 4th playoff, so it's everything to go for you. The ball goes in. Who's going to be on it first? It looks like it's going to be Charlotte Parker, but Lauren Kent scoops it up. Lauren Kent with the ball now. Just working away into a bit of open real estate. She's got to get past two UK players. She opens up a pony, drives around the front of Charlotte Parker. Trying to link up with Jane Cooper, the number 1 for the Australian side. They see a gap. The pass goes through to Cooper. Cooper with the ball now. Driving pony around the front. Shoots the underhand shot at goal. She won't miss from there. 14 goals to 10 for the difference in favour of Australia.
So come back now, the near side of the field. Chucker number 5. It's 4 points in front to Australia as the umpire calls them in. So well done to these women in their preparation to the World Cup finals. Now away, Charlotte Parker plucks it up the front. Lucy Grills gives her a good one. It's gone skyward now. Where is this? Picked up by Debbie Harris. Picks it up now. Debbie Harris picks it up downfield. She goes. The number 3, the skipper for the UK side. Now down she goes, and Debbie Harris, she checks a bounce across to the goal thrower there in Charlotte Pikett, and there's another one for the UK. So it's a bit lost there. 11 plays 14. It's all happening out here. The girls are starting to get fired up and getting into it. So should the spectators, the UK supporters, and the Australian supporters. Chucker number 5, 14 plays 11. Now we get underway. Chucker number 6. It's a 3-point ball game. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. 14 plays 11. Ball's in. It's on the ground. It's there for Grills. No, it's picked up by Weston. Weston picks it up out in the middle. He says it's time to go downtown Main Street. Shongweni to Grills. He comes up. Oh, he goes for the back ender. Hooks in the racket. Away he goes. And the arch rival, Jason Webb. As I said, a close connection to these two men. But no love shed on the field. Now they come back to the near side of the field. It's 15 plays, 11 balls in. Weston again, he picks it up. Grills, he's tied up in back play. But now he's got to get a pass across to Jimmy Grills. So deja vu, we see him go back down. Downfield they go now. The pass into Grills. No, maybe not this time. Working hard in the number 2 shirt there. Trent Collins now. Grills, he's got to get the pass across. Lovely take by Grills. Grills now. He's got to get away from this man, the Jason Webb, the defender, the number 3 shirt. 16 plays 11.
16 goals to 11 in favour of Australia. Opening stanzas of this chucker. Australia with a 5-point lead. They'll line up on the far side on umpire Tony O'Donnell. The ball goes in, and who's going to come up with it? It's that man, Trent Collins. Trent Collins with the ball now. Heading upfield, trying to link up with his number 1, and Jimmy Grills. The pass through to Jimmy Grills. Jimmy Grills snaps it, traps it, shoots the underhand shot at goal. 17 goals to 11.
Well, make some noise, the UK supporters. The Australians putting a few on them, getting away here. Chucker number 6, 17 plays 11. They come back now, the near side of the field, waiting. Now away he goes. Oh, this man, he had it, I think. Weston had it, lost it, gone to ground. Grills has a go at it now. It's going to be a UK possession. Through the racket of this man, Denny Dewig now. Dewig, he looks up, but he sees the green and goals chasing like bees to a honey pot. Now he goes around the front, does he? Yes, he puts a nice little one out in front. Dewig around the front of Weston. Oh, bad luck, Denny. He had a very acute angle shot. 2 points for effort, no points on the board for goals, however. Now, slipping away from the defenders, Trent Collins, he's out on front. The big forward going, Chestnut Pony says it's this way we want to go. Grills, he's struggling to get away from the defenders of the UK. Collins has to wheel back around, waiting for his man in Grills, who hits it on the hammer around the angle shot. Beautiful goal. There's the underarm goal we like to talk about, Wayne.
Yeah, the Australians love the underhand, and they can shoot them from all angles. Hopefully we'll see a couple of angled shots this afternoon. The ones that make you hold your breath for a couple of seconds and with the hang time until they're into the goalposts from the South Africans and Zambians this afternoon, who favour the overhand shot at goal. Anyway, they line up on the far side of the field on umpire Tony O'Donnell. A big throw in there from the umpire, Tony O'Donnell. The ball goes to ground, and who's going to come up with it? It's that man, Joel Six. Joel Six with the ball now. Joel Six just trying to find his number one, and Danny Duig. Danny Duig making the break upfield. He takes a whole heap of timber there from Trent Collins. And big whistle there from the umpire. The signal is bad stick swinging, so it looks like they're trotting back to the center of the field, so I'm presuming a goal on the board. The ball goes in, it sails out the back of the... It's that man, Joel Six, who plucks it out in the middle again, looking for his number one, and Danny Duig. He flicks one back to Danny. Danny cutting it over the 30-yard line. He goes, and another whistle there from the umpires. Tony O'Donnell takes the ball now, and who will he hand it over to? It looks like they're trotting back to the center line again. So I'm presuming a free goal to the UK there. 13 goals to 18. The ball sails out the back of the line out, and who's going to be onto it first is that man, Jason Webb. Jason Webb with the ball now. Takes a bit of timber there from Trent Collins. The ball's dislodged. It goes to the ground. Who's going to come up with it? It's that man, Will Weston. Will Weston flicks one back to Trent Collins. Trent Collins with the ball now. The Australian fast captain. A long ball through to Jimmy Grills. Jimmy Grills takes it carefully, and over the 30-yard line he goes. Puts the ball deep into its 30-yard area, and a big whistle there from umpires on both sides of the field. I think looks like the ball will be handed over to Jimmy, and the call will be for interference in the box from the midfield players, the twos respectively. Jimmy Grills won't miss from there, making it 19 goals to 13.
One. So a handy lead here to the Australians. So get behind these UK. Where are you supporters? Whistle on. So the man, probably the guilty charge man who knocked that peak off there right alongside him to put it back on. But we just have a bit of time off out here, ladies and gentlemen. 19 plays 13, Australia in front by 6. And as I've said many occasions before, these players have put in probably 12 months of solid work, a lot of money, a lot of time to be here to put on this show for us. So make sure at the end of each chukker and during the chukkers we get behind them and show them our support. The umpires, they say, we'll try this again. Take 2 balls in. It's out the back, and Jason Webb should be the first one to it. Picks it up. Oh, he gets greeted. Welcome to South Africa, says Trent Collins. Now, where are we? Whistle on. And Jim Grills to restart play. Make sure you stay behind those red lines, spectators. The game that never stops, Polocrosse, Jason Webb and Trent Collins having a nice bit of fun down there. Grills downs it, traps it. So we just have a bit of time off. I'll hand you back to Wayne.
Right, Jason Webb with the ball now. He was just held up in the box there. I believe the call was by Trent Collins. So it'll be Jason Webb's ball now. I think a bit of equipment adjustment on the side there to the horse of Jim Grills.
The crowd involved, so a great time promotion, and she's almost sold out of all the black T-shirts, which we gave away via Twitter. So be sure to grab one of those. Played at Shongweni. Back underway we go. It's in the racket of Jason Webb, and a bit of stick on. The whistle's on once again.
Right into the chukker there for the men. The Australian ladies make to the pitch. A big round of applause to them. We won't be seeing them again after this chukka, or we could even, it could be a possibility, but we'll take it that this will be the last time we see the ladies. So Shannon Gilson Photography. She's got a tent up there where you can go and get even a hardcover copy, hard-covered book of all the great action photos of the last weekend. Great photos from all the games. So head over to Shannon Gilson Photography. Charlotte Park at the UK #1 with the ball now. She had a penalty throw from her goal scoring area. She flicks one over and puts in goal number 14 for the UK side. So, right. Bit of support coming in from the UK. From the sideline now. It's not over until it's over. Still 2 pretty much full chuckers left. So you guys get involved. It's Lizzie List, the Australian #1. Takes the ball in the front of the line. And a big whistle there from umpire Tony O'Donnell. Lizzie List, a ball in racket now. And she heads over to her 30-yard area. Her goal scoring area. Umpire Tony O'Donnell points to the mark. Lizzie Lister flicks one over onto non-stick side. Picks up the ball now. Now she's got to get past the #3 for the UK team and Rachel Duig. Rachel Duig just shepherding her, keeping away from the goal mouth. Looking for an opportune moment to score. Lizzie Lister driving her pony around the Australian underhands that she's so good at. Puts in goal number 20 for the Australians.
Yes, Wayne, with still 2 chukkers to go. 12 minutes of Polocrosse or 10 minutes of Polocrosse. Don't rule the UK out yet. If these supporters can get behind them and lift them up, they've only 6 goals behind. 20 plays 14. Make some noise, supporters. Lift the UK up. As we come back, the near side of the field, ball in, it's out the back. We'll see the best of 3s. It looks like it's going to be Duig. Rachel Duig picks it up now. She's the #3 for the UK shirt. Duig now, she just sits up. Here comes the defenders from Australia, but great work by Debbie Harris holding them out now. This is Rachel Duig. Flicks a pass across to the skipper. That lady there, who is she? Debbie Harris. Harris now. She checks up, got to get a pass into Charlotte Pickett. She'll be hard marked here by the Australian #3, Lauren Can, but she's working around. Here comes the Australian defence. They could have the pass on in the corner. Still no gap. Pickett working hard. Lauren Kent doing the better. Now, whistle on. So maybe some illegal swinging there. So here it is. Charlotte Pickett puts one out on the offside. This one to bring him back within 5 goals. A lovely pirouette there on the South African kindly donated ponies. I think that's the one we were talking about from Josh Halley. But there it is, Charlotte Pickett, goal number 15. 15 plays 20, Australia in front by 5.
Yes, Charlotte Pickett riding Oops, owned by Josh Halley. Oops, appropriately named as one day she was just lying in the paddock below Mom's feet. Totally unexpected. Anyway, they line up on the far side of the field. The ball goes in, and who's going to pluck it out of the sky? It's Debbie Harris. Debbie Harris taking a whole heap of timber there from the opposition #2 and Lucy Grills. Debbie Harris taking a whole heap of timber there. The ball gets flicked back, and who comes onto it first? It looks like it's Lizzie Lister. Lister, the #1 for the Australian side, over the 30-yard line. She goes. She takes a bit of timber there from the 30-yard line, the goal-scoring area for the Australians, just rushing up a bit too quick for Debbie Harris, the opposition #2, and Lizzie Lister will be handed the ball from directly in front of the PVC piping. She won't miss from there. I'll back her any day. Watching her over the World Cup, this previous few games in the World Cup, you'll back her any day of the week to throw one like that, even tomorrow morning.
Okay, so they come back the near side of the field, ball down the tunnel. A 3 gets a racket to it, and then the 1 in the racket of Charlotte Pickett. Pickett checks up away from the Australian defence. She says, we'll just wait for a clear path. Downfield she goes now. Piker directing traffic at the moment now. She just sits up now. Got to get around this defence once again of Lauren Can. Now 21-15, 6 goals the difference. So plenty of work for the UK side to do yet. If they could put 2 more on, you might think it a bit closer. And there's one of those two, 16-21. 21-16, call it what you will. Either way, 5 goals the difference.
Right, they line up on the far side and umpire Tony O'Donnell. The ball goes in. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like the sideline. So they'll line up again. Tail second stanza of this chucker. We're at the bottom end now. Right. 5 goals the difference. And the ball's handed over to Charlotte Park at the UK number 1. Riding oops by Josh Halley. Also see the number 3 horse, Debbie Harris's horse. Dance owned by Paddy O'Sullivan. Charlotte Park with the ball now, dodging a bit of a timber there from Lizzie Lister, but she runs into Lucy Grills. Lucy Grills will lay it on. Charlotte Parkett heading upfield over the 30-yard line. She goes. She's met there by the number 3 and Lauren Cant. Lauren Cant just shepherding her away from the goal-scoring mouth. Charlotte Parkett looks to line it up from there. Rides a left-hand turn, shoots a massive overhand shot at goal, straight between the sticks at goals. Enterprising stuff from the UK number 1 and Charlotte Parkett.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Take to your feet, stand up. That's probably the last time we'll see these ladies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for the last chucker before the 2015 Polocrosse World Cup final. UK 17, Australia 21, 4 goals in it, and 4 goals isn't much at this level of Polocrosse. Out the back, it's going to go. There it is. Oh, beautiful pick up by Will Weston. He had the ball out at side, out of mind, but in his racket now. Weston, he says, we'll just sit up here, take our time. Everything's going nicely now. The flick pass in there to the number 1 named Abbott Grills. Grills rides into a bit of defence. Another right-hander. Away he goes, Grills. He's waiting for his teammates now. He says, thanks for that. Downfield he goes. Abbott Grills comes up. He's going to take on the sideline, and that man there, Jason Webb, he's played every chucker I've seen, so he'll be certainly looking for a nice cold beverage tonight. But Abbott Grills, equally as good as he puts another one over the top. 22 plays 17.
Right, final chucker for the men's. 5 the difference. We've seen these men score goals and 2 goals in under a minute. So the ball goes in, it goes down onto the Australian side. Who's going to be on first? It looks like that man, Will Weston. Will Weston with the ball now, looking to link up with his number 1 in Abbott Grills. Abbott Grills shouting for the ball at downfield. The long pass through to Abbott Grills. Abbott Grills receives over the 30-yard line. He goes, he snaps, he trips. Shoots a casual underhand shot at goal. And that's 23 goals to 17. Crowd enjoying that one.
So they go back now to the far side of the field. 23-17 pulls in. It might be number 3 at the back for the number 3, Weston. Weston, he lets it go straight into the racket there of this young man in Pedley. Pedley now. Weston will be looking to make up for that error, but Abbott Grills says, I want it and I want it now. Pedley, the youngest man in the World Cup, against one of the more experienced players. Pedley, Weston, whistle on. Now they're going to put him in front of the goalpost. The young man, Max Pedley, well done to him in his World Cup campaign. High, low, maybe so. Over the top he goes. 18 plays 23. And don't forget to come down here to the tent and buy your programs. They've been reduced to 20 rand as it's the last day to clear them out.
All right, the ball goes in. It sails out the back of the line. And who's going to win first? It looks like it's that man, Jason Webb. Jason Webb, he can't gather on the first attempts, but Max Pedley, the number 1 for the UK side, drags the ball up. His spectators enjoying that one. Max Pedley with the ball now, heading his way upfield. He's got Will Weston and White. Max Pedley cruising, looking to get over the 30-yard line. He plays a nice little neat one to himself. And looks like there's been a big whistle there from umpire Wayne Parham. Will Weston plays it to himself now, looking to link up with Abbott Grills. Abbott Grills sitting on the anchors, just waiting for the opportunity to cruise upfield. Will Weston with the ball in her racket now. He's trying to get upfield, link up with Abbott Grills. Abbott Grills makes the half break. He's getting marked there by Jason Webb. Abbott Grills does the loop run, takes the ball from Will Weston over the 30-yard line. Abbott Grills with the ball now, looking to get past Weston, to get past Jason Webb, should I say. Abbott Grills just taking his time, making sure of every goal. Puts in a big right turn there. Look, puts in a bit of a dummy, shoots an overhand shot at goal, and can you believe it, Harry Kirk. Overhand shot. Harry and I are going to have to look at that on the action replay up in the studio here, because the Australian missed an overhand shot at goal.
Did he get it? Yep.
That's what you call the commentator's curse, Wayne. As soon as you say one thing, these players do everything in their will to prove you wrong. The commentator must sit on the fence. But where's the fun in that? They go back to far side of the field. Ball's in. It's down the ground. Webby's lost his peak again. Thank you, Will Weston. Now picked up. Jason Webb picks it up and a flick pass to Pedley. The young man, he's out in front. The youngest gunner, the Polocrosse World Cup. Downs it, traps it, goals it. A beautiful goal there to the young fella. 19-24, 5 points of difference. 8 chuckers.
Righto, Webby just going to readjust Webby just going to readjust his brain bucket there. Losing his peak a couple of times in this chucker. He's instructed the umpires just to take it off. He's done with it. So
maybe ducking should be in his artillery for next lineup, Wayne. Maybe the Peking duck.
Right, and the ball goes in, and who's going to be onto it first? It's Abbott Grills, but it goes over the sideline. He's just putting.
He smelt the bar, I think, Wayne. He almost reached in there, the man from long reach, but he'll have another go as they bring him back. Winding down, chucker number 1. It's on the ground. It's picked up by Grills. He says, oh, well, where is it? It's been battered up, battered down. The Peking duck, Jason Webb gets it now. As Webby, he's got Grills deep down there. Awfully close to the sideline. Grills, he says he might have, but the farrier shortened him up yesterday. Well, maybe he should have got the horse shot yesterday, Wayne, and he might have stayed in then.
Yeah, I know. Looking to put on the long studs this morning.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Traction control off, I reckon. He's got to hit that button on the pony's neck. Anyway, Abbott Grills with the ball now. He plays a nice little quick one to himself. Works his way into a bit of open space. He's got to get past Jason Webb. Jason Webb, the experienced campaigner, will fight until the death for his country. His adopted country, should I say. He gives Abbott Grills a cheeky little go there, and Abbott shoots the underhand shot at goal. 25 goals to 19 in favour of Australia.
You reckon there's time for one more, Wayne?
Yeah, I reckon a catch from either of the number ones and then bolting downfield. Hopefully we can see that just to give the crowd a bit of something to cheer about. The ball goes in, it sails out to the back. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like it's going to be Joel Six. Joel Six puts in a bit of timber, and that's the end of the chucker. A big round of applause to these players. Australia finished this World Cup in 3rd position, and they'll be delighted with that.